What is good, my people, my peeps? How are you guys doing this afternoon? Hope all is well on this long Memorial Day weekend. I thought I'd check on in with you all with another story. Well, mostly an update because I covered this story last year. Okay. And this story is about Tevin uh, um, Osborne, and his wife, Hannah Cobb. Okay. So, with this story, when I covered this story, it was at the beginning of the case, right? The case had just developed. And from what we had got straight off the rip, okay, to be transparent with you all, straight off the rip, we had heard that Hannah had come home and she had come home from a night of partying, right? And she unalived her husband, Tevin, okay, while he was asleep. Now, that was the story right from the jump. And I did a broadcast on it. And I'm going to have to say, like I said, to be transparent, this case has taught me just to kind of wait a minute, because I would never want to be a um, a platform where you come to get information and get misinformation. Okay, because from what we're gathering, the case has ended and more information has come out. I did not follow this case all the way through, but like I was saying, at first they were saying that Hannah unalived her ex after a night of partying. Okay. But what we're hearing now is the full case. And yet and still, it's not changing the Black community, especially the Black woman. Mm-hmm. It still is not changing their minds about how they feel about Travis. It's not changing their minds, their perspective, because Travis had said some very derogatory things about Black women. Okay? Just because he felt entitled. You see, he felt entitled because he had Hannah on his arm. He had Hannah by his side. So he felt entitled to speak all kind of crazy across the internet streets that I'm telling you, and I've told you all before. This internet, what you put on here, lives forever. Even if you think you delete something, you have not deleted it. It lives on forever. Okay? So he put out some very racist, I can't even say racist, bigoted, because some people I know, y'all don't understand the difference between being a racist and a bigot. But I'm not your English teacher. But let's just get into that for a minute. Okay? So you can understand. A bigot is going to side with their own. They're going to have their own, they're going to side with their own kind, own people. That's what a bigot is. Okay? A racist, I know it. This thing has hurt a lot of white people's feelings, being called a racist. You know. But it is what it is. And I'm just giving you the facts of it all. Black people can never be racist. They can be a bigot, sure enough, sure you're right. Sure you're right. They can be a bigot all day long. And that's not even right to be a bigot either. Okay, I want to make it plain. They could be a bigot all day long. But they can never be racist because they don't have the land. Okay? They don't have a military. Okay, these are the most important factors when being a racist. They don't have the land, the military, the money. Oh, they might can halt some sales every now and again with some boycotts, the Black community. But they don't have the dollar bill to flow back in to their homes. Because you can see it, because the development is not there. From the redlining from years and years and years ago, the poverty is horrendous. They don't have the money. They don't have the power to oppress. I just want to make that clear before we move forward with this story. So Black folks can never, ever be racist. Yes, I know. It's sad, but it's true. They can be a bigot. So let's continue on with this story. Now, I covered this last year when it first hit the wire. Hannah has supposedly came home and unalived her husband after a night of partying. So now we know that she actually, the rest of the story has come out, that they both were out partying, right? And they got in an argument. And Travis, not Travis, I don't call him Travis, y'all. That just sounds right. You know what I'm saying? Telvin is his name. Had supposedly got a knife and he chased Hannah supposedly around with this knife, right? And she proceeded to run and try to get away. And then she finally got her firearm. And he broke the bathroom door and she unalived him. She pew-pewed him. Okay? But from the original story, when it first came out, it was said that she pew-pewed him while he was asleep after she came home from a night of clubbing. And she was trying to clean her firearm. Okay? Now, with stories, y'all, and stuff, if you're not covering it, I can't say if this is a cover-up. I can't. But I'm going to say this. You're probably wondering why is this story being covered? You know, what's the big deal? Okay, another domestic violence case. The woman has been vindicated. It's a different story because of Telvin's actions prior to, you know, his unaliving, his murder. The Black community, and I'm talking mainly about the Black women, did not support Telvin. No, they did not support Telvin when this first came out, when it first hit the wire about his unaliving. You know, most of the times, the Black woman, and I'm going to say this, the majority of the time, it is the Black woman who is coming to the rescue of the Black man when something happens. We're the ones making the banners, marching down the streets. We're rallying up the troops. Well, you see, nobody came to Telvin's rally. Nobody wanted to even rally for him because of what he posted online about Black women. My brothers, can I talk to you for a minute? I have been forewarning you guys. Hey, do what you do. Do what you do. Sleep with who you're going to sleep with. I'm trying to tell you, it might be best that you try to support and marry your own race. Because time and time again, this is not the first time we've heard of a brother marrying a Edomite, a white woman, and coming up dead, dismembered, such and so forth. Just not the first time. But then when it happens, the family of those victims wants to reach out to the Black community for their support. And sometimes we have, you know, supported, even though you chose the woman that you felt you were in love with. Fine. But in Telvin's case, his words came back to haunt him before this trial even ended. And I believe from his words and the non-support that he got while this trial was going forth is the reason why Hannah walked today. Okay? Is the reason why she is off not guilty. The trial dropped. Verdict dropped. Not going forward. Okay? It's because of his words that he said to the Black community, the Black woman especially. And we're going to listen to some tapes of other people talking about this case as usual, per usual. Okay? I want to say, and I plead with you, but I know you probably won't listen, Black men. You don't have to degrade your Black woman to go to the race of woman you choose to be the woman of your dreams. Okay? But what Tevin said, he said he would murder, he would unalive people for Hannah, right? When in actuality, Hannah wound up unaliving him. That's right. He said regarding Black women, he would rather sleep with a dog than sleep with a Black woman. Have sex with a Black woman. He said so many derogatory things about Black women, we stood down. And we've been standing down since the end of 2024. That's why you ain't seen no rallies. We ain't been jumping up. We are the movement. Whether you believe it or not, we are the movement. When we move, you move just like that. That's right. And so I believe with the judge noticing, paying attention, that he had no backing from the Black community to be in an uproar, whatever happened in this case, it was dropped. We know that you don't bring a knife to a gunfight, but he didn't know she had the gun, right? Wouldn't most people say, that's not right? She had the gun in the bathroom and she just shot him. Why she ain't grab a knife? You know, knife to knife, that's equal, right? Because you got some people think a fight should be equal, when sometimes a fight ain't equal. You running on pure adrenaline. You're not thinking about, well, this person got a brick, let me find a brick, when they running towards you to bust your head open. You're not thinking, let me grab a knife because this person got a knife, right? But you got people out there that think fights are supposed to be equal. Well, I'm here to tell you they're not. But if it was flipped, brothers and sisters, if Tevin was the one to survive this nightmare and had, pew pew, Hannah, well, we already know this case will still be going on. They getting ready to lock a brother up. Okay? But he put his foot in his own mouth. He cut off his nose to spite his face when he tried to degrade the Black woman across these social internet streets. And then y'all think y'all can delete stuff. Y'all think y'all can get away with saying what you say about us. Well, we are not here to play. So let's hear about the case. If you haven't heard about it in detail, I'm going to play it for you.
A grand jury has decided to drop all the charges against Hannah Cobbs. They are claiming she acted in self-defense after fatally pow-powed her boyfriend after a night at the club. Those of you guys who are unaware, Hannah Cobbs and her boyfriend, Telvin Osborne, had come home from the club one night. He claimed she was cleaning her GU and fatally pow-powed him by mistake. But after police conducted an investigation, they discovered that was the furthest thing from the truth. After getting multiple witness statements obtaining ring cam footage, they determined that Hannah and Telvin actually got into it that night, and he charged at her with a KNIFE before she fatally pow-powed him.
Osborne showed back up to the house. Hannah Cobbs said that Mr. Osborne pulled a knife on her and threatened her.
According to news outlets, this all happened between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. after they left the club. Hannah was upset because she accused Telvin of trying to talk to a woman.
Cobb became upset that night because she believed he was talking to another woman.
From there, she proceeded to lock them out of their trailer. Now, Telvin was upset and trying to find a way in. He eventually found a spare key, got access to the home, reportedly began to threaten Hannah. He was locked out and trying to gain entry back into the home. Attorneys are claiming he texted her things like, you better hide and hide.
Text messages from Mr. Osborne to Hannah Cobb began around 4:48 in the morning. with messages including "Hide and you better hide."
After he gained entry to the home, Hannah is claiming she called his mom and tried to get him to calm down because she saw him with an 8-inch KNIFE. However, that did not de-escalate the situation. They are claiming that Tubba put his hands around Hannah's neck, slammed her against a wall, and eventually she fled into a bathroom and locked herself in the bathroom.
Hannah Cobbs says that Tubba returned to the home with a knife, that he broke in, he threatened her, and choked her, and she managed to break free from him and went into a bathroom.
Now, while in the bathroom, she allegedly claimed that she was going to harm herself before Tubba broke in, and it's at that point that she turned the GU into him and pounded him in the chest one time, resulting in him passing.
She stated that she was going to harm herself, but when he broke into the bathroom, she turned and fired the gun one time at Mr. Osborne.
Now, this happened back in February of 2025, and people definitely found her initial story of cleaning her GU in after a night out on the town very strange. She is claiming that they did that as a family practice to them experiencing a break-in in the past. That may be something that they did regularly. It's not what they did that night. After a jury reviewed all the footage, dropped the charges against Hannah, claiming that she was acting in self-defense and she was good to go home. She just cannot own firearms anymore. Guys, I'm curious to know what y'all think regarding this entire situation. Are y'all surprised that Hannah got off? Let me know down in the comments, you guys. Peace.
I'm not surprised Hannah got off at all. I want to make that clear. You know, we hear all this evidence that was supposedly brought up against Talbin. But if the trial had went, you know, fully and wasn't dropped and all this and that, because, oh boy, didn't have the Black community behind him. Oh yeah, it goes that deep, my brothers and sisters. You better believe the court system, white tea folks be watching. And I'm trying to tell you, they be watching. That's how they get every update on every fashion move they gonna make, everything. And they seen this brother had no support behind him. Even when I told you the breaking news of this case, people jumped on it, even myself, because what was said just didn't make any sense about she wanted to come home and clean her gun, and he was supposed to be asleep at that time, and now it's changing. But we will never know if the first story was real or the second story that we're hearing is real, because nobody was fighting on his side. We ain't heard nothing from his lawyers. Were they just assigned? You know, there was no GoFundMe. Oh, no. There was no GoFundMe to raise no money for no top-notch lawyer because he degraded the Black woman. And there's consequences for that. Let me say that once again. It is definitely consequences for the degradation of the Black woman. Like I said, go marry who you gonna marry, and you just figure out how you gonna wind up in the end. Okay? But don't you put your mouth on the Black woman. Let's just hear some, and it's not just Black women that was pissed off, mind you, about what this brother had to say, because he had his white woman on the side, a snow bunny. It was brothers who was pissed the hell off of what he posted across the internet streets. Let's hear what they had to say. Let me turn that up. Let's go.
This motherfucker said he would rather fuck a dog than to fuck a Black woman, bro. He was already fucking a dog. Like the bitch he was with was the baddest bitch alive. That bitch, that bald chinny and crimson chin looking ass bitch, bro. This the shit I be talking about, bro. Like, the ancestors got his ass, bro. I'm sorry. You act like you had the baddest bitch. You act like you was with a bad white girl. That bitch looked like a damn extraterrestrial when you over here talking shit about Black women. What the fuck is with the... It be... Bro. Oh, Lord Jesus. I'm trying, bro. The ancestors got him. This motherfucker said he would rather fuck
one more
a
time
dog
so you can get it
in
your dome.
A Black woman, bro. He was already fucking a dog. Like the bitch he was with was the baddest bitch alive. That bitch, that bald chinny and crimson chin looking ass bitch, bro. This the shit I be talking about, bro. Like, the ancestors got his ass, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm not. He said he's sorry. I'm not. Let's continue. I'm telling you, Black men, the real ones, the ride or dies, because we got some flip-floppers. We definitely got some flip-floppers. Okay. Like yesterday, if you didn't catch the broadcast yesterday, go back and catch that about the passport bros. Go back and catch that. That's a very good broadcast. It might save your life, ladies and gentlemen. Especially you ladies out there. Close your legs. They bringing back diseases after they lied and said they was going to get wives. Don't let them fool you talking about they want to come back trying to marry you black women now because they got the HIV. But anyway, let's continue. We're not taking it no more over these internet streets because y'all have done it too long. Degraded the black woman too long, and we will pull our what support. That's right. Let's hear what this black woman has to say.
He said he would rather be with a dog than to ever touch or be with a black woman in his life. Do you guys remember that guy, Tobo Rackens? Well, remember his family, once he was unalived by his white girlfriend, his family came online saying that they needed our help, the black community. They said it was racism was the reason why his white girlfriend was not arrested, right? So, of course, everybody backed him. The black community was like, what's going on? Why hasn't she been arrested? If the tables were turned, so on and so forth. Well, then all of his old tweets started coming out, and we were seeing how bad he was talking about black women, and then the family lost all black support. Well, it has come out just recently that Hannah Cobb, which is the young lady's name, will not be indicted on charges, as it has been confirmed by law standards that she was acting in self-defense. Now, remember, she said that she had come home from the club. They came home. They were under the influence. They got into an argument, and he came at her with some kind of weapon, and she, whatever she did in self-defense. So after further investigation, they decided that they agreed with her. And I really wonder how much of their findings came from the fact that they knew that it would be no backlash from the black community based on the things that he had said. How much easier did it make for them to say she was acting in self-defense? I'm just wondering. He said he would rather be with a dog.
I'm just wondering. How much of a difference would that have made if he would have had the black support? And not the black support of the black man. The black support of the black woman. That's right. I want to say as y'all come in and out, because I know some of y'all come in and here and go to running. Okay. Y'all go to running. Farting and running. Scared. I know you don't want to hear it, but I'm here to tell you. Go ahead and hit that like button as you come in and hear a little bit and go out. It's fine with me. Good. I just want I got to let you know this is not a game. It's not a game anymore. Okay? Black men thinking that you can put your mouth negatively about a black woman on these internet streets, no matter what platform, we gonna find you. Mm-hmm. And see, when you find yourself in a predicament, they always come running home, ladies and gentlemen. They always come running a black ass back home, trying to get the support of their own people. But said so much negative stuff. This man said he would kill for his white woman. He couldn't stand the black woman. And this white woman took him smooth up out of here. Mm-hmm. I want to tell you, black women, and all women, I'm going to say all women first, but then I'm gonna really pinpoint talking to the black woman. Okay? About life in 2025, moving forward. I want to say yes, Lord, I want to speak life into you right now. Women of all races. But then I must focus on the black woman because I'm a black woman. But women of all races, unite. Unite. Do not be played for a fool. Okay? I am starting to see probably what my niche may be here in this community, because I do tend to talk about a lot of things here on my platform. Spirituality, the Most High, and um, I don't know if I should say spirituality because people just they take every little word, right? But the Most High is who I serve, the Most High, yeah. So you're gonna get that. You're gonna get the word. It's gonna be mixed in with what I have to tell you. That's just a given. But I want to speak to these women, and then I want to speak to the Black women. Women, we are in 2025. Like I said, I did a broadcast yesterday regarding the passport bros and them coming back with HIV and syphilis. Okay? I want to tell you we are in a new day, a new time. Whether you be young or old, ladies, you do not have to put up with the foolishness and the ideology of what some of these men are stuck on. You don't have to put up with it. And I really encourage you to keep your legs closed. Okay? Because as of right now, and you should already know, that is the main goal of why a man is approaching you, why a man is giving you a compliment, why a man is saying anything to you, is trying to get close to in your proximity, talk you up, lay you down, and leave you alone for the most part. They really are not trying to wipe you out here in 2025. Ladies, it is a new day, it is a new dawn. You must understand that in 2025, there are so many women that are not in bondage in the United States, that their supposedly better halves had them under. You are out there, you're making your own money. You do not have to look for a millionaire to come up. These internet streets are making people millionaires, women, men, boys, and girls, children alike, okay? Millionaires off the rip. This is not 1950s, 60s, 70s, or the 80s. You are in 2025, ladies. These men need to earn your respect. And they are approaching you only to get one thing from you, and that is your cookies. They are the cookie monster. Yes, indeed. They are definitely the cookie monster. But baby, you are learning how to bake your own. And you can make money. You can make money. You can make your own living. Before I continue with this story, I want to let you hear a story about a woman who went on a date. Okay? This story is for all women to listen up and pay attention. Okay? Let's listen to that, and then I'll circle back around to the Black woman. I got something to say to you too.
Story time. And this story is a perfect example of why it's so important to leave at the first red flag. So I had been dating this guy for a couple months, maybe like 3 or 4 months. Everything was going well. So he was taking me out to a new restaurant, dinner there every day. So on this day, he takes me to a Polish restaurant, and it's a Polish holiday. We get seated, our food comes, and then he points out a lady coming in the door and tells me that's his ex-wife. Now, he had been divorced about 2 years at this point. And on our first date, I did ask what happened, and he was kind of vague about it. So I figured, well, we're just meeting, so maybe he just doesn't want to get into detail about it. Then I noticed her date, and I'm like, oh, her date is a little handsome. Handsome Italian young man. He gets all stank. That's not her date. That's her nephew. And they're Polish. She's not Italian. Strike motherfucking one. So you knew she
What's good, my people, my peeps? We are back in the building. Technical difficulties, yes, indeed, but we are definitely back. So I'm going to run that back for you all. I'm glad I have the supporters holding strong. I'm going to figure out who this is because you come in the building first. And I mean, you be hanging in there, my guy, my girl. Are you my watcher? My God, literally, right? Because we have some technical difficulties and you still in the building. Okay. So everybody else and came in, came out, moved around. Okay. Um, let me see. I was talking about the women. We took a side road. Okay, real quick. Talking to you women. I want you to hear this story. Okay, and then we're gonna get back and we're gonna recap this case.
Story time. And this story is a perfect example of why it's so important to leave at the first red flag. So I had been dating this guy for a couple months, maybe like 3 or 4 months. Everything was going well. So he was taking me out to a new restaurant, damn near every day. So on this day, he takes me to a Polish restaurant, and it's a Polish holiday. We get seated, our food comes, and then he points out a lady coming in the door and tells me that's his ex-wife. Now, he had been divorced about 2 years at this point, and on our first date, I did ask what happened, and he was kind of vague about it. So I figured, well, we're just meeting, so maybe he just doesn't want to get into detail about it. Then I noticed her date, and I'm like, oh, her date is a little handsome Italian young man. He gets on a stank. That's not her date. That's her nephew. And they're Polish. She's not Italian. Strike motherfucking one. So you knew she would be here. She's Polish. This is a Polish restaurant on a Polish holiday. So you brought me here. I didn't say this to him, but just what I'm thinking. So you brought me here hoping she would be here so that she could see you with me. I don't like that shit. So we're like, well, why did y'all divorce again? What happened again? What happened?
Nothing happened. We had a great life. We had a great marriage. At least I thought we did. But I came home from work. She was gone. The girls were gone. All their stuff was gone. The next day, I served with divorce papers at my company in front of all my employees. All communication has been through attorneys ever since. And I find out during the divorce that she put down $135,000 on a new home that she was only able to save up because I paid all the bills. The only thing she paid for was like little girly maintenance stuff for herself and her daughters. But I paid all the bills, even her car note, their cell phone bills, everything. And she worked. She made $70,000 a year. And she was saving her money so that she could leave me.
The more he talked, the more it sounded like that woman escaped him, like a DV survivor escapes. What absolutely fucking did it was when he said, never again will I let a woman save up all her money so she can leave me while I pay all the bills. That's what he learned from losing his wife, to financially abuse the next one so she can't afford to leave.
Oh, you're done. And you're locked.
So that was the last time he saw me. Fast forward about 8 months. This older white lady leaves a comment on one of my pictures on Facebook and says, check your messages, it's very important. So we're not Facebook friends, so I check my spam, I find the message. She's basically just saying, like, I come in peace, not looking for any drama. I just wanted to compare stories and see if you experienced any of the things that I'm experiencing with him right now. So I'm like, sure, I'm open to talking. She starts letting it all out. So she's like, I really don't have anybody to talk to about this. I hate to, burden you with all this mess, but I need to talk to somebody. So she says when she first met him, she was in the middle of, or at the end of a foreclosure process and losing her house. So she said she had been praying and praying and praying, and when she met him and she told him about it, he was like, "Oh, don't worry, you could just live with me." So he got movers and everything, move all her stuff, and just being Prince Charming and whatnot. And she said she thought God had answered her prayer with him, not sending him to help her. So she loses her house, moves in with him. And shortly after that, her car breaks down. I think he did something to it or whatever. She couldn't get to work. She loses her job. No, he does not live on a bus route. You have to have a car to live with him, for sure. So she says right around then, he starts abusing her and straight up starving her. She said he bought another refrigerator, put it in the garage, and moved everything from the kitchen refrigerator into that refrigerator. Then put a lock on the garage door that he could lock with a key so that she can't get in or out of the garage. She said he took all the food out of the pantry, which was always stocked, and he moved all of that into the garage too. I'm like, girl, I need to see a picture of this shit. Like, she sent me this picture right here.
Empty pantry, y'all.
I gave her my number. I responded with my
no
phone.
Food.
Cause girl, what the fuck? Call me right now. Call me right fucking now. It must have been a little after 6 because I remember saying, okay, so you about to eat again now since he's off. He should be on his way back now. And she was like, well, he might not. Like sometimes he goes on a date after work, and then he may come back at like 10 at night, after the restaurant closes, and then sometimes he may not come back until like 1 or 2 a.m. I'm like, a date? What? Huh? He goes on a date. She's like, yeah, he's like dating women from dating sites, and he rubs it in my face. I'm like, girl, you fucking lying. Nobody want him. His ass is sitting in his parked car somewhere around the fucking corner. Why she say no? He's telling the truth. He sends pictures every date, and it's usually a different girl. Sometimes the same girl. I think this one girl, he's starting to really like her. I'm starting to see her a lot. And then I think back to the picture he had the waiter taking us on our first date.
She's showing a picture.
But I'm fucking
She's
mad
showing
at her
proof.
because
Receipt.
this bitch got you up in this fucking house starving. So I'm like, you want pizza or Chinese food? I'm sending you some food. She's like, no, you don't have to. You don't have to. I know, but I'm doing it. I'm sending you some fucking food because you have gone over 12 hours without eating, and you don't know when it's love.
So let me pause that real quick. I said this specifically while we're on this intermission regarding the story about Hannah. This is intermission. And this is a message to you ladies, all ladies of all nationalities. Okay? You're hearing a true horror story about a date from this woman that you've been listening to. That's why I'm telling you, I'm pleading with you ladies to keep your goodies to yourself. Okay? Don't be having sex with these men on the first night, the second night. Don't be having no sex with none of them until they ready to wed you. That's right. I said, we're taking it back. You got to take it back. Especially if you are a woman out there wanting to be married. Because there are women out here who want a husband. Kudos to you. Okay? But you ain't going to get him by spreading your legs, give him some cookie early. You're not going to get him that way. He going to have accomplished what he set out to do, and it was to get your cookies, and he going to move on. Okay? He might hit it, quit it a couple of times, but definitely he going to move on, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? I'm telling you, ladies, this is 2025 moving forward. Y'all need to shut it down. Abstinence is key. Get your mind right. Okay? This man is so desperate. He has the money. He has the finances. But his first wife was being abused and had to literally, like I told you about Cassie, and try to get an escape route, because I know something about women, because I am a woman and I know how we think. And I've seen how other women have been treated, misabused. Okay? So I'm here to truly help you, not hurt you. And this is for all women, but I definitely speak to my Black women for sure. But this right here is for all women. Keep your legs closed. Keep your mouth off of things they don't need to be on unless it's food. If you get my drift. We are in 2025. You are able to make money. This man literally had his second girlfriend held hostage in his home and tried to financially, well, he didn't try, he did, financially ruin her. Okay? Financially ruin this woman so that he can keep her. Only, basically, as a sex slave. That's right. Sad. It's sad. We need a boo on that. For a sex slave. And ladies, I'm here to tell you, most men want you only for sex, as a sex slave undercover, but not literally telling you that's what you are to them. They only coming to see you for sex. That's why it's 2025. It's hot. It's fashionable We're going to make it fashionable for you to be abstinence, abstain from sexual activities. I don't care if you're not no virgin no more. You're going to get your mind right, ladies. Because you can make your own money out here on these internet streets. And I'm not talking about it. This is not a rally for independent women. This is not a rally for feminists. No, that's not what this is over here. I'll make that plain right now. What I want to do is help you all get in a better mind state and not be taken advantage by men who think they can rule you with their finances. Because we have men out here truly to this day, and it's ironic, it's funny, it's laughable to tell you the truth, okay? It's truly laughable. We have men in 2025 thinking women truly are only wanting to get them for their money. Oh, Lord, no, I ain't want to cry. They probably go cry. They probably go cry. But this is laughable, okay? It truly is. Because men think women are not really out here doing the doggone dizzle on these internet streets, making money for themselves. There's women that are not even on the internet making money for themselves. It is graduation time. We have lawyers and doctors out here making money for themselves. Hello, as y'all come into the building, ladies. Hello, welcome in. We have women out here making money for themselves. The time of hunting down a man for his finances are really over. Now, you're going to have a couple of them because it's just going to be like that. It's just going to be like that. You're going to have a couple of them. But for the majority of the of what's going on in America, and not just America, across the world, women are able to sustain themselves, and men are starting to realize that, because that's why this well-established man with 3 or 4 businesses actually kidnapped a woman, because his ex-wife saved up. What's good, Martin? What's good? Welcome in. Saved up enough money, and she did it on the slow faucet drip system. Ladies, y'all know about that. I'm gonna have to tell you about the slow faucet drip system, because she had her own job, and she saved up enough money to be able to buy her out. Okay. Her own money, moved out, and got her own home. And
Rip up the box, put it in the neighbor's trash can. So it's like, I don't think you had a man bringing you food to his house. She said he kicked her out of the master bedroom, put her in the guest room, and took mattress out. Got her on the fucking, but had a woman who and wanted to work and give her a position. Next woman could not afford to fucking leave him. He just asked to drive either of those because he rarely drove them. He could not be car. Him just watching her struggle. She loses her job. So we continued talking for the next couple of weeks. I kept sending food. And while talking to her, I realized, and I told her, he probably knew about your foreclosure before your first date. Because I'm just now realizing what the first red flag actually was. And it was on our first or second date. Somehow the topic of bankruptcy came up, and I made an incorrect assumption about something. And instead of him just saying, no, that's not how bankruptcy works, he was like, you don't know anything about bankruptcy. You've never even filed. And I'm like, how do you know? He's like, well, I look into anybody before I go on a date with them, don't you? And I'm like, yeah, but for like safety reasons, like I'm looking at criminal dockets. He was in my civil docket because he was hoping to find a woman who was going through foreclosure, eviction, bankruptcy, a woman having financial problems who he could financially abuse. When women are looking into a date, it's for safety reasons, but when men are doing it, they're gathering intel so they can strategize on how to conquer and dominate that woman. I believe he knew that you were going through foreclosure.
Yeah, he did.
From the get-go.
Thank
he told me on our last date that he would never get.
Thank you, Sister Simone. Like I said, this is intermission. Did y'all hear what she said? Now, we know everybody can, you want to look up somebody you're going to be dating. But most women don't look up your civil cases and things like that. Some people do. But not to see if you've been through bankruptcy, not to plot. This man, I'm going to just have to say it, was a full-blown narcissist. And I know I ain't got to determine if he was a narcissist, but he was making some narcissist moves in his home. And that's strange. We're hearing about a lot of folks with money, rich men, can't hold a woman. They got to hold them captive. That's right. They got to hold them smooth, captive. Try to take everything away. Stay with them. And they can. You heard the woman tell you, the woman, he kicked out the main bedroom, put a mattress in one of his 5 bedrooms, one of them. And when he wanted sex, he summoned her to the main bedroom to have sex, and then kicked her back out to them. I'm like, why is she? First of all, I'm wondering why she ain't run out the front door. You know what I'm saying? Call 911. I would have been out. I would have ran, because that's straight crazy. Okay, I don't know all the circumstances of how she was locked up, chained up, couldn't get out. I don't know. He was locking doors, locking refrigerators. Rich men be psychopaths, be narcissists. That's right. Sisters, ladies of all nations. A lot of rich men, prominent men, be narcissists, be control freaks. Okay? They can't maintain a woman unless it's a control, a basis. I'm trying to let you know right now. So don't let them say and try to put you down, sisters. Keep it moving. Keep it pushing. Keep those legs closed. Be abstinent. And that's the key in 2025. You need to keep your legs. So don't I'm trying to tell you, give them the cookies. It's a wrap for you. You probably got a year money. These men are really thinking that you are dependent on money, and now some of them know that you're not. They are keep you captive, trying to hold you hostage, right? You can get yourself together. Key. Abstinence is doggone key. So let's continue with the Hannah story. We're going to recap real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this stuff together. About Hannah. She has been set free. Now, I can't say that I set because how this brother did the sisters, the black woman. Now, first I was telling you I was going to speak to the whole nation of women. Now I'm going to speak to the black woman after this recap, okay?
A grand jury has decided to drop all the charges against Hannah Cobbs. They are claiming she acted in self-defense after fatally powered her boyfriend after a night at the club. Those of you guys who are unaware, Hannah Cobbs and her boyfriend Telvin Osborne had come home from the club one night. He claimed she was cleaning her GU and fatally powered her by mistake. But after police conducted an investigation, they discovered that was the furthest thing from the truth. After getting multiple witness statements obtaining green cam footage, they determined that Hannah and Telvin actually got into it that night, and he charged at her with a KNIFE before she fatally powered him.
Osborne showed back up to the house. Hannah Cobbs stated that Mr. Osborne pulled a knife on her and threatened her.
According to news outlets, this all happened between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. after they left the club. Hannah was upset because she accused Telvin of trying to talk to a woman.
Cobb became upset that night because she believed he was talking to another woman.
From there, she proceeded to lock them out of their trailer. Now, Telvin was upset and trying to find a way in. He eventually found a spare key, got access to the home, reportedly began to threaten Hannah. He was locked out and trying to gain entry back into the home. Attorneys are claiming he texted her things like, "You better hide and hide."
Text messages from Mr. Osborne to Hannah Cobb began around 4:48 in the morning, with messages including "hide" and "you better hide."
After he gained entry to the home, Hannah is claiming she called his mom and tried to get him to calm down because she saw him with an 8-inch KNIFE. However, that did not de-escalate the situation. They are claiming that Telvin put his hands around Hannah's neck, slammed her against a wall, and eventually she fled into a bathroom and locked herself in the bathroom.
Hannah Cobb says that Telvin returned to the home with a knife, that he broke in, he threatened her, and choked her, and she managed to break free from him and went into the bathroom.
Now, while in the bathroom, she allegedly claimed that she was going to harm herself before Telvin broke in, and it's at that point that she turned the GU into him and pounded him in the chest one time, resulting in him passing.
She stated that she was going to harm herself, but when he broke into the bathroom, she turned and fired the gun one time at Mr. Osborne.
Now, this happened back in February of 2025, and people definitely found her initial story of cleaning her GU in after a night out on the town very strange.
Very strange.
They did that as a family practice to them experiencing a break-in in the past. I thought maybe something that they did regularly. It's not what they did that night. After a jury reviewed all the footage, dropped the charges against Hannah, claiming that she was acting in self-defense and she was good to go home. She just cannot own firearms anymore. Guys, I'm curious to know what y'all think regarding this entire situation. Are y'all surprised that Hannah got off? Let me know down in the comments, you guys.
Okay. Am I surprised? No, not at all. Because the brother man ain't had no push. He ain't had no motion behind him. He didn't have a black woman's support. Because he dogged us out. This is a message to you black men who love to dog out the black woman. And I don't care how long ago you think you've done it. Until you repent of your sins. That's right. That's right. Until you repent of your sins for degrading the lands, the blueprint, the black woman. Baby, don't get in no trouble. Especially if you got a white wife on your arm. Especially if you got that other nation on your arm. Don't get in no trouble. Because folks, they dug up his history. That's right. The black women went and let's see if we want to even get involved in this. This is 2024 going to early, 2024, late 2024, 25, going forward. These sisters says, wait, pause. I'm telling you, we not jumping in, making no banners for your asses no more, getting out on the front line. Because we the bloodline, okay? We the bloodline. We not getting out on the front line. These sisters went digging. And what they found, oh, mercy me. You what you say about black women? Let's hear what he said.
This motherfucker said he would rather fuck a dog than fuck a black woman, bro. He was already fucking a dog. Like the bitch he was with was the baddest bitch alive. That bitch, that bald chinny and crimson chin looking ass bitch, bro. This the shit I be talking about, bro. Like, the ancestors got his ass, bro. I'm sorry. You act like you had the baddest bitch. You act like you was with a bad white girl. That bitch looked like a damn extraterrestrial when you over here talking shit about black women. What the fuck is it be, bro? Oh, Lord Jesus. I'm trying, bro. The ancestors got him.
Let's hear
He
sister.
said he would rather be with a dog than to ever touch or be with a black woman in his life. Do you guys remember that guy, Tobo Rackens? Well, remember his family, once he was unalived by his white girlfriend, his family came online saying that they needed our help, the black community. They said it was racism was the reason why his white girlfriend was not arrested, right? So, of course, everybody backed him. The black community was like, what's going on? Why hasn't she been arrested? If the tables were turned, so on and so forth. Well, then all of his old tweets started coming out, and we were seeing how bad he was talking about black women, and then the family lost all black support. Well, it has come out just recently that Hannah Cobb, which is the young lady's name, will not be indicted on charges, as it has been confirmed by law standards that she was acting in self-defense. Now, remember, she said she had come home from the club. They came home. They were under the influence. They got into an argument, and he came at her with some kind of weapon, and she, whatever she did in self-defense. So after further investigation, they decided that they agreed with her. And I really wonder how much of their findings came from the fact that they knew that it would be no backlash from the black community.
Hello.
Based on the things that he had said.
Okay.
How much easier did it make for them to say she was acting in self-defense?
Come on, sister. I'm not, sister. Come on with it. They said, oh, hell, the black woman ain't saying shit. Man, them white judges, defense lawyers, prosecutors, and all that. They was like, damn, what this Negro do? Damn, we ain't no movement, ain't no motion on the internet streets about this Negro. Ain't no motion across no social media streets about this nigger. Dang, we see this nigger, his family begging for black support of the black woman. It ain't no motion. This nigger must have fucked up. Man, let that white woman off. Let that white woman off. Okay? Planet Pet, I see you down there. This is a station that I give information, and whoever's in the building is in the building, baby. You feel me? You feel me? I ain't gonna stop. Maybe they'll learn something today. You heard me. Maybe them agents will learn something today. But I ain't gonna stop. This is my channel. Okay? This is my spot. I've been doing this since I found out about Target. I know all the strategies, baby. Thank you. Maybe they'll learn something today. I'm going to keep rocking and rolling. These agents, bots, NPCs might learn something. And it might be some real ones in the building, That didn't stop Jesus. Yahweh Shopper coming down here, and it was plenty of demons, bots walking around to come down here and save you. So, you know what I'm saying? We got to keep it pushing, partner. We don't care about these bots. Keep it pushing. Keep the party going, right? Keep the doggone party going. That's what we do. Keep the party going. I ain't letting no bots stop me doing what I do. Ladies and gentlemen of the court. Look here. Look here. Especially you black men. You better check yourself or you wreck yourself. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Because this here, Talvin, he wrecked his doggone self. Talking about the black woman. I tell you, we are the blueprint. This case shows it. Not even a black man rallied behind you. You would think if, it's a brother, that the black man would have came to his rescue. They always bumping their damn gums on the internet streets about what the black woman ain't, what the black woman can't do, what the black woman ain't no good. Lead a black woman, join the passport bros, don't marry the black woman. And we are back, baby boy and baby girl. What? Look, I know I got some agents in the building. I know I got some folks. Look, I tell you, my voice is powerful, right? My voice is powerful. What you say? He cut off my live, y'all. But whoever hung in there, I see I got my one supporter. That supporter being him no matter what. Let's give it up for my one supporter that hung in the building. Give it up for that one supporter, okay? I hope you ain't my watcher. I hope you ain't my monitoring spirit, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and put something in the chat. Let me know what's up. What's up? Look here. Y'all ain't one monkey don't stop no show. Okay? Y'all not gonna stop me from talking. That's what they want me. They want me to stop talking, y'all. They want me to stop bringing the message forward. Any message. It can be any message. But they know if y'all hear my voice, y'all gonna know who's the real and who's the fake. That's right. You gonna know who the real is and who the fake are. Okay? We gonna keep this party going. Brothers, like I was saying, y'all keep is cutting off y'all nose to spite y'all doggone face. Them courts knew y'all ain't had no support. Where was the brothers at? If they all of that, where was the brothers at for this young brother's, you know, you know, unfortunate demise? Where was he? Where was the brothers at? Because you see, the court system didn't see no support at all from the Black community. Because see, the support comes from the Black woman. The support, let me say that again, comes from the Black woman. She been the one planning all the doggone events, marching and, you know, banner raisings and, you know, complaints and bitching with her loud ass mouth. They ain't want to hear that Black woman's mouth. They don't, even the Black men don't want to hear the Black woman's mouth at home. Although the Black woman's loud ass mouth, from what they say, that loud ass mouth saves a mother sucking day. That's right. It saves the day. Where was the Black man? Since the Black woman was, hey, you didn't, let me let y'all hear what the brother man said about the Black woman.
He said he would rather be with a dog than to ever touch or be with a Black woman in his life. Do you guys remember that guy, Topo Rackens? Well, remember his family, once he was unalived by his white girlfriend, his family came online saying that they needed our help, the Black community. They said it was racism was the reason why his white girlfriend was not arrested, right? So, of course, everybody backed him. The Black community was like, what's going on? Why hasn't she been arrested? If the tables were turned, so on and so forth. Well, then all of his old tweets started coming out, and we were seeing how bad he was talking about Black women, and then the family lost all Black support. Well, it has come out just recently that Hannah Cobb, which is the young lady's name, will not be indicted on charges, as it has been confirmed by law standards that she was acting in self-defense. Now, remember, she said that she had come home from the club. They came home. They were under the influence. They got into an argument, and he came at her with some kind of weapon, and she, you know, whatever she did in self-defense. So after further investigation, they decided that they agreed with her. And I really wonder from the fact that they knew that it would be no Black community based on the things that didn't make for them to say she was acting in self-defense.
I'm just wondering. When the court seen he ain't have no damn support. Black men, where was y'all at? Y'all didn't have y'all brothers back? Y'all didn't have y'all brothers back? Y'all didn't make no motion, no commotion? Y'all got plenty of mouth, especially on these internet streets. Y'all be bumping y'all gums daily about relationships, all that, this, that, and the third, who you should marry, especially you promote the white woman and other women. Where was y'all motion at for this brother? Y'all don't have no motion. Y'all don't have no motion until a Black woman speaks. That's right. No motion. None. It's interesting. Yes, indeed. Let me, you know, I've been looking at this comment. Let me put this comment back up here. Planet Pat, you're probably not even watching the live stream anymore. Don't. I kind of feel offense. I feel some sort of offense to this comment. You talking to agents like you doing something. I am doing something. I am doing something, brother. Or are you a brother? Are you an agent? I am doing something. I'm keeping the party going. I'm being engaged down here in this war. What you doing, sir? Don't do that. I'm trying to tell you, don't do that. Don't come on my platform because my platform got motion. We already got black brothers already hating on black women. Don't do that. Okay? Like I'm doing something. What you doing? Trying to tell y'all, man, it's sad out here in these damn streets. Folks, I mean, we can't catch a damn break. Trying to tell you, we can't catch a freaking break. It's sad. I don't care if all these people I'm talking to is bots, agents. But I'm telling you, somebody, hey, if one of my folks hear my voice, isn't that what y'all said? Yahweh Shai said, if one of my people hear my voice, they gonna come and run. Do you stop putting out the message? Cause you in the enemy's camp? Do you just bow to the enemy? Hell to the no. You got a soldier, you got a general out here in the form of a female black woman. That's right, a general. And you best believe I got so enough angels to my left and my right. I done already seen them in a vision. The Most High have already clarified it, and he has stamped it with his approval. I seen it in a vision. I'm walking with two show enough. Okay? I want to say it's Michael. One of the strongest angels. You don't want to mess with them, partners. And I have to say, I want to say it's Gabriel on my other side because, baby, I'm a messenger. That's right. I'm a messenger. And I know these brothers and other men hate to hear me coming. They hate that I wake up in the morning. But I'm here for a reason. Don't play yourself or you wreck yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it. Let me say this. To all whom are listening, I ain't talking to waste my breath. Do you hear what I say? I'm not talking to waste my doggone breath. Y'all in the last days trying to save some niggers out here that done went astray. I'm trying to tell you what I know. Trying to save some female that you might have classified as hoes. I'm trying to tell you what I know. I'm out here doing the Most High Yah's work. So whoever comes across the hearing of my voice, whether it be a bot on patrol or not, be touched. Awake. Awake. I'm telling you, brothers and sisters. Now I'm talking to the black women, ladies. I'm talking to the other nations. Then breaking down to the black women. Wake up. Wake the hell up. Because the brothers, they slow to wake up. They in slumber. We see them. They not nation building out this in this camp. Just watch any NFL draft that just passed. What they got on their arm piece. The other nation. This ain't no hate speech. This is facts upon facts. They keep giving their money to the other nation. They've been hoodwinked, bamboozled. They think they're doing something. They think they think they got some motion now. Because look at the other female of the other nations on their arm. They think they got some doggone motion. They've been played. Mm-hmm. They've been showing up played. Them folks sent. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Sometimes when folks come your way and they seem like they're the perfect fit for you. Mm-hmm. Some you been your dream guy, your dream girl. Sometimes when you have them conversations about what you like, and ladies, it's not like coming to America. Whatever you like. Oh, no. You better have a conversation piece with your mouthpiece. What do you like? What you about? But before you have those questions, what do you like to do? You better ask the number one question. Who sent you? That's right. Who sent you? Pause for the cause on that. See their reaction. See how they move. See how they you got to peep out everything. I'm trying to tell you from somebody who is tapped in. I don't just listen to words. I see your body movements, your facial expressions. I feel you. You hear me? Ladies, you need to pause for the cause before you move forward and ask, who sent you? See their reactions. And hear what they have to say. They get pissed off, mad, let them storm the hell out. You've been saved by the grace of the Most High Yah. You better recognize who sent you, because somebody sent you. Uh-huh. Black women. The black men don't want to wake up. They want to get they money together off of your back. They've been riding with you. Some of y'all in the ghettos right now. You got a black nigger right now with potential. You say you can see the potential on this nigger. You trying to help him build. This nigger build off the back of your bronze, your sweat. That's right. Take every penny, every fried chicken leg you got. Until they make it do what it do on their own. They done came up to, they done grew up on you. You done raised a man when you had a boy. That's right. You done raised a man when you had a doggone boy. Now they think they a man because they on their way, whether they be building their business or going down to the NFL. But did they take your ass with them? Hell to the no. They done went and got Becky. They done went and got a snow bunny. They done fell into the plot of the enemy. Mm-hmm. And you wonder why your nation's still out here struggling in these red-lined communities. Why you keep hearing black on black crime like it wasn't freaking planned. You gonna have black on black crime because you got black on black folks living compacted like rats. You think when you hear about rats killing rats, it's rats on rats crime? Wake up. Wake the hell up. It ain't black on black crime. Ain't no such thing as black on black crime. When you've been redlined, learn your history. Silly rabbits. Tricks are for kids. So it's black on black crime. You repeating what the oppressor wants you to repeat. Well, they redline you straight on out of here. Compact you into ghettos. A very valid, scientifical, I like to mix my words, scientific, I know how to speak, but it's fun to just do what is not common. Scientific experiment called the ghettos. While you have people thinking they talking logically about what's going on in the Black community, and they don't know crap. I mean, they know absolutely crap about what's going on in the Black communities. They trying to sidestep with their oppressors. That's why I'm gonna say it tonight, today and tomorrow. They trying to be aligned with their oppressors, and baby, you can never be. You can never be, because systems change, rearrange. They gonna have they people at the top of the game because they in charge right now. You can never be. You can try to assimilate all you want to. Let me say that one more again for the people in the back. You can try to assimilate all you want to. It ain't gonna get you nowhere. Because when they're ready to take you down, don't just pay attention to Diddy. The case of 2025, of the century, right? They're ready to take your Black ass down, and that's what they do. When they ready to take all your money that you done gained from the NFL, the NBA, the whatever, football league, because you done went and got Becky Sue as your wife thinking you assimilating. We are Borg. We've come to assimilate you. That's a little Star Trek for you. We are Borg. We've come to assimilate you. You high profile men that got all your little money now. You've been eating fried chicken from Keisha. Keisha been holding you down, been giving you pep talks. But you get up there and all we see from the NFL draft, all we see is Becky Sue. You've been assimilated. And they making sure that money don't go back to the Black community. You show the ones that's beneath you, the ones that they ain't gonna make it to the NFL. The Black men that's not gonna make it to no NFL, they're not gonna make it to the levels that you are at. They go get them a Hannah. Because they want to feel assimilated too. They want to feel like you. They watching you and your Becky Sue at the NFL draft. Let me go get me a Hannah. And then they get the gumption, the mitigated gall to talk down about the blueprints. About the Black woman. And then they wind up like Talvin. No support. Where was the Black men that could have rallied? Where are the Black men that could have came to Talvin defense? Where are the Black men to post all the posts on the social media threads? To say something on a podcast? Huh? Where were the Black? They were ghosts. They don't give a damn about you other Black men. Although they pretend that they do. The only one that comes to rescue you, even after hearing your buffoonery, are the Black women. But I'm here to tell you today, in 2025, it's a wrap. It's a show enough wrap. You come out here speaking ill about us. That's your demise. You heard what I say? That's right, yes. You heard what I say? You come out here speaking ill about the Black woman. You best rest assured when your Black ass get in trouble. When your Black ass needs some help. When you like Talvin right here. and your family come reaching out to the internet, to the community abroad, across all internet platforms. It's so sad to say. All the millions of black men didn't come rallying to this man's defense. Only because the black woman stood down. That's right. Stepped down, stood down. You got us straight played. Okay?
He said he would rather be with a dog than to ever touch or be with a black woman in his life. Do you guys remember that guy, Tobo Rackens? Well, remember his family, once he was unalived by his white girlfriend, his family came online saying that they needed our help, the black community. They said it was racism was the reason why his white girlfriend was not arrested, right? So, of course, everybody backed him. The black community was like, what's going on? Why hasn't she been arrested? If the tables were turned, so on and so forth. Well, then all of his old tweets started coming out, and we were seeing how bad he was talking about black women, and then the family lost all black support. Well, it has come out just recently.
Being indicted on charges. Ignorant, been played for a fool. Because he trying to assimilate to a nation. FL I ain't trying to brag or boast. It's actual scientific. If you on a scientific trip, it's scientific. This ain't no hate speech. It's actual, baby. But you know, we're not alone in this. We do have
a black woman, bro. He was already fucking a dog. Like the bitch he was with was the baddest bitch alive. That bitch, that bald chin, crimson chin looking ass bitch, bro.
Mm-hmm. So don't get it twisted and think the black woman out here alone. Because we still have warriors. You better recognize on our side. We still have warriors. Like I said, you better recognize on our side. Holler back if you hear me. Go ahead and assimilate. Placate. But don't come running home when your black ass is in trouble. And don't send your family members this way when your black ass in trouble. What I'm saying to you today, tonight and tomorrow, don't put your negative mouth and words on a black woman. I'm trying to warn you today. Trying to be helpful out here in these internet streets. Do not put your words on a black woman. It ain't gonna work out for you. It's not gonna work out for you well. Women of all nations, I'm telling you, abstinence is key. Until these men learn how to respect you, and if you are looking for a marriage, abstinence is key. Don't let them label you a concubine, a side piece. None of that. Until these men start to respect you. That's right, respect. RESPECT. Find out what it means to me. RESPECT. Take care of me. These men of all nations learn how to respect women of all nations, and especially my black brothers learn how to respect they black sisters, they black women. The blueprint: abstinence is key. Keep your legs closed. Now, I know you heard open leg, closed legs don't get fed. Baby, you feeding yourself right now until the right one come along. Okay? They money can't move you no more. That status, that clout, whatever they trying to put out there, thinking they holding a carrot, dangling a carrot in front of your face, making you run, and you can't never reach the carrot. And letting them get all the goodies they want. Baby, let me tell you this. It's 2025. Wake up. I am out, and much, much love.